everyone, and welcome back to Jack 2 Renegade on the Sony PlayStation 3. I am One Wild Sheep yet again, and today now we're going to be continuing onwards with the exploration of Haven City and going through a few more missions that have unlocked. So yeah, in the last part we basically did some platforming on that broken tower, which has in a way opened up pathways for us to go through at a later time in the game. Not right now, we can't go through there right away, but see that, well, there was a wall I was looking at. Yeah, thank you, Daxter. There was a wall that looked cracked. We'll see more of that later on. Now, if you're not quick enough getting back to the city when you're in that little dead town part, you'll usually have Daxter constantly going, "We gotta go back to the city, Jack. We gotta go back to the city, Jack. We gotta go back to the city, Jack. Shut up!" Seriously, if it takes so long getting back to the city, he says it like 5 times. It drives me bloody bananas to have some alliteration in my playthrough. But anyway, now that we've done that, it's time to head on back to Tor. Or was it Corn? I can't remember. Tor? Corn? Tor? Core? I don't know. Well, we need to go back to the underground hideout, which is basically the first mission we went to. I think it's Torn. I just recorded the last part a minute ago. Why? How can I remember this? And I love this game as well. I don't know. Let's just go talk to him.
Woo! Being a big hero sure makes you thirsty.
The Baron turned off all water to the slums. He's willing to sacrifice innocent lives just to destroy the underground. I shouldn't be surprised. I've seen his evil before while serving in the Crimson Guard. That's why I quit.
You were a Crimson Guard? Well, that explains your charming sense of humor.
My friend in the Guard tells me the valve to turn the water back on is located outside the city, at the pumping station.
Outside the city? What about the security walls?
What about the metalheads? It ain't a petting zoo out there. Peeps be getting deep-sixed.
Find the large drain pipe in the north wall. It'll take you outside the city to the pumping station. Get to the main valve and open it. If you survive, the slums will be indebted to you. If not, maybe we'll have a touching moment of silence in your honor.
I'd like to give him a touching moment.
Take that as you will, folks. But yeah, one thing I didn't actually talk about in terms of the vehicles in the last part is whenever you use vehicles on the PS2 version, for those of you who don't know, the actual buttons on the PS2 controller are actually somewhat analog. They're not digital control, buttons. So if you hold down the X button harder, you can actually go a lot faster on these bikes than you can normally. Unfortunately, the PS3 has digital buttons, which means no matter what, we're always going to be going at top speed when we push the X button down. Honestly, I prefer it like this because it doesn't mean I get whenever I play on a PS2 controller and I hold down the button that hard, I get paranoid that I'm going to break the controller, so I'm kind of glad that it's digital with this, because I don't have to basically indent my finger into the controller and rip it, But anyway, we're going to the pumping station, which is a stage that we're going to see quite a bit throughout this game, actually, because this is it's a recurring level. A lot of the areas are recurring. We go to the same areas a couple of times, but there's always something different to do in each of these areas, and they're not exactly the same layout-wise every single time we go through. There's always something different, there's always something changing, which I like. I like that about this game's world. Things change the further you get into the game. But we also introduced to the brand new enemy type as soon as we open up these doors, which are like the greatest masked loading screens ever. I think Metroid Prime did the same thing in terms of masking loading screens with doors that load up. But anyway, these things by here are metalheads, and these things drop crystals. These crystals, well, they can be used to improve the powers of Dark Jack if you want to get loads of these. And honestly, every metalhead you kill drops Dark Eco, just like every normal enemy. And they're basically our primary threat throughout this game. We're going to see tons of metalheads, and Unfortunately, these metalheads are not the cool type of metalheads. They don't listen to Metallica or any of those awesome bands. No, no, no. These metalheads are the type that just... they want to kill you, and they want to eat you, if you know what I mean. So yeah, if you see something with a glowing head, chances are it's a metalhead, so you destroy it. And I actually love the designs of the metalheads. I don't know, I've always liked the designs of some of them. Like this one metalhead later on in the game that it kind of looks like a spider with a Mega Man gun on his arm. I don't know, it looks amazing. Especially the artwork. Like, I used to have the strategy guide for this game because I don't know why actually. The game's very linear. The only reason you need the strategy guide to get all the precursor orbs. But anyway, I used to have the strategy guide, and there was one section where they just had there's a section in the guide where they just had a list of the names of all the different enemy types in the game, and they had very amazing illustrations to go with them. And I don't know. Like the artwork in this game is just phenomenal. The art design's amazing. And those little like fox type enemies and the metalhead gem thing went through the floor. Okay, I call bull on that. But I don't know, I used to love the illustrations. I love the artwork in this game. The art style is amazing. That's all I can say. Also, this was around the time when Insomniac and Naughty Dog sort of had a very close relationship. They don't really have one so much anymore. But back when this game was out, Naughty Dog and Insomniac used to share tips with each other all the time, and they used to cross-promote all of their games. Like, in Jak and Daxter by here, you'll find... I can't remember where, but actually, I can't even remember if it's in this one, but in one of the Jak games, you can see promotion for Ratchet and Clank. And in Ratchet and Clank, you can see promotions for Jak and Daxter, you know? In fact, I was going to plan on doing Ratchet and Clank before tackling this game, but due to some issues, like my PS2 not being recordable at the minute, I couldn't record it, and can't record the PS3 version because I don't own the PS3 version, and I don't plan on buying it because... oh, I probably won't play it on the PS3. You know? But I digress. Just continue collecting all these metalhead gems. These are things you do need if you want to get really good with Dark Jak.
Ah, the Val. Allow me. Don't say it. Don't even chuckle. Next time, you turn the valve.
Seriously, this game, even though the game is dark and edgy, it still has that classic Jak and Daxter humor that I love. In fact, the series is actually really good for humor altogether. This entire, like this game and Jak 3 especially Jak 3. The humor in that game is just genius. But I'll get to that a bit later on. Anyway, there's loads of areas in this particular area. Did you guys know I work at the redundancy of redundant? The redundancy of... abort joke, pull the lever. There's loads of areas you can explore, and like I said, loads of things open up as time goes on. It's not always the same, so we'll be back to explore that a bit later on. Anyway, we also have a new icon on the map that I don't know what it's meant to be. It's like a big peach colored thing. This is where you go to in order to get upgrades for your Dark Jak powers, and the first upgrade we're going to get is the most useful. Honestly, it's the most useful upgrade in the game for Dark Jak. You'll see it now.
Greetings, great warrior. I sense there is a dark rage burning within you, and in time, it will destroy you with its madness. Only the last power of the precursors can save you. Destroy my enemies, those creatures you call the metalheads. Bring me 25 of their skull gems, and I will teach you how to control these powers.
Okay, I was wrong. You need 25 to learn that move. Damn. It's a good move as well. It's very useful. But yeah, this is Dark Jack as he looks like. I didn't have a chance to really show him off properly earlier on. I like the electrical effects. I mean, it's only a simple graphical effect, but I really love it. But anyway, I went back to that stage that for that male head gem that sort of clipped through the floor because it was really bugging me that much. Seriously, this game, if I'm a very big klepto in these sort of games. If I miss something, I have to pick it up straight away. You know, I have to go back and pick it up because otherwise it'll bug me. My brain will explode. Eesh.
The slum's water is back on. I'd love to see the heads roll when the Baron finds out.
Yeah, I'm sure he's losing lots of sleep over this armpit of the city. We've done what you've asked. Now when do we see the shadow?
When I say so, if I say so. But before I even think about it, I want you to take care of an ammo dump we've ID'd in the fortress. Lots of Crimson Guards, constant patrols. We know it's vulnerable, and the underground needs you to blow up all the ammo you find inside. Get all of it, and we'll deal a body blow to the Baron.
You're sending us in, tough guy. So what's with this wheel dealer body blow stuff?
That's fine. I want the Baron to know that it's me who's hurting him.
Of course, because the Baron's a bit of a dick. Anyway, it's time to head over to the fortress, and I think that's one of the few areas where we don't go too much. I think there's only a grand total of twice we go to the fortress area of the game. And this is probably where your first set of deaths is going to start coming in. Seriously, it's this early in the game, and this is where your deaths are about to start ramping up, because like I said, this game is really hard, folks. This is a really hard not a hard playthrough. It's very easy to die. I mean, you have a lot more health than you did in the first game, but there's a lot more things coming at you, and eventually we'll be introduced to a new mechanic as well, which I'm not going to spoil right now for you guys who haven't played this before. So when we return next time, folks, we'll be taking on the fortress. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people. I'll see you all then. Bye!